because as a princess, she inherited lands from the Kamehamehas, but also she inherited lands, from her mother, Konia, whose mother herself was named Pauai. And that's where she gets her name from, Pauai. The name Pauai means fire power, literally. There's no more fire, no more signs of danger. That we as families here in Hawaii need to be concerned with. Because the fire about. And so when the schools was first created, they took this very, very seriously. And so as soon as they set up the schools, the second most important building that they built, our schools was founded in 1887. The first building they built was what is called Bishop Hall, and that hall is still standing today. And then the second building they built, which was the first building, of course, was built before 1887, and the second building was not built until about in the 91, 92 maybe, and there was our first school chapel. And the chapel was located to there where Farrington High School auditorium, or the football field really, now is. And that has very interesting connection that Kihi and Chan made when they architected this building, because right out there on the lanai, if you focus, kind of like west, parallel to the western hemisphere out there, with the lanai here, and make a direct line there, you will focus on that area specifically where the old school chapel was, or on that, and so when they built this chapel, our architects, they didn't realize this, but this came out to be such, on that. And to make it more exact, if you go downstairs to the basement, at this end, the stairs that go down, right at the first walk stairs going down to the basement, before you turn the corner to go down, there's a window though, and that window, has a more direct focus on Farrington School Stadium, or where the original, chapel was. And when I had what I consider now a pleasure, as well as the opportunity, to make focus on bring it back into our life here at Kapalama, the presence of a chapel, because when Farrington High School was created, during the territorial days, because the territorial government, they would go cockroach our land, down there for Farrington School, on that, and so when they did that, of course, where they tore down the rocks of that building, to separate the chapel building, which was built out of local rocks, from right down here in the right below Kamehameha here, there's a rock quarry, and it's from those rocks, that the first chapel was built, And when the architects factored into that understanding, into the creation of our chapel, the rocks that you see on the wall, that defines what this area is known as, the Bernice Bohe Bishop and Maui Chapel. That's the rocks from the original chapel of our school. The other rocks were taken up and then where we have our library, up in the Gills campus, up there at the Mackay and that was left there, and then as time went on for creation of other things in our chapel, then we brought the rocks back down, to build that rock wall up there, and initially that rock wall was nothing more than a wall that was one of the that defined the roadway, that ran from Kihi, go over to this parking lot, because when our school was the first time when this chapel was not here, that roadway there, that's the wall there, and and what we did in the rocks that we used for the chapel from the old school is kind of the rest of the rocks. It defines, the memorial that we have of the old school chapel, in the so-called memorial section of the creation of this chapel. So there's a whole lot of history,